Okay. So please welcome Miss May Kim.
Good afternoon. So I will use the laptop. So also I'm way smaller than her. So this is too big for me actually. So I'm just gonna stand here and have the presentations about the case study related to making sports for all sexy. Actually, like a few months ago, one of the delegates of the TAFISA, right? TAFISA called me and asked me, "Oh, May, could you deliver presentation? We will have the super big events. You have to speak in English." Yeah, so November is fine, but it was 4 months ago, I think. So then, TAFISA organization, the organizing committee sent me email and saying, I have to
Enjoy. Enjoy.
I have to choose the title. So there
That is so
are
sexy.
like 5 different titles, and then okay, I picked one. But then it was making sports for sexy. First, as you said, it was for sexy. So should I talk about female things because there aren't many female in sports in Korea and my majors? Okay, should I talk about some female issues? But later on, I realized it's not about female sexy. That sexy men can be sexy. So I just need to talk about how to make sports for all grassroots sports in the United States terms. Grassroots sports, nice, popular, attractive. So, but also I was told because I'm at university, usually I present research, but it says you have to deliver a case study. Case study in 5 minutes to 10 minutes. Okay, then I thought about what to share with you guys, and that I actually gonna share the story. I actually head out to make sports for all sexy. Okay, so I'm not okay. My major is nothing to do with like people with disability, but somehow I start involving with the sports for people with disability actually. So how the title for my case study is sports for all people with disability. So actually in Korea we have KPC. KPC means Korea Paralympic Committee. It's national NPC of the Korea, and actually I work for IPC. IPC has less money and less power than IOC, but also IPC hosts Paralympics every 4 years. So we also have the KPC, unlike many other countries. The KPC gets the national funding from government. It's the kind of government organization. But their main focus is, I'm not sure you can read, even I cannot read well, but main function is to give instruction and support business activity of the Paralympic Sports Association, to host the Paralympic sports events, to improve international relations, to promote elite sports for people with impairment by developing Paralympic athletes and improve their competitive edge, and to encourage and spread sports for people with impairment. But even though we have some functions of the sports for all, mainly KPC help out the elite level sports participation for people with disability. So that has been the issues. Okay. Then also in Korea we have Special Olympic Korea. Unlike the United States or many other countries, actually Special Olympic organization is traditionally grassroots level organization. But in Korea we formed the Special Olympic Korea to host. Korea like to host sports events. You know, right? Yeah, crazy, but still. So what happened is we host Special Olympic World Game. So to host that event, we had the Special Olympic Korea, but it's also government-funded organization, unlike most of country. So even though traditionally Special Olympic organization should focus on grassroots level, they more focus on the international events, also athletic level, like the elite level sports. So that has been an issue. So what I thought is, how about sports for all people with disability. So because I'm doing some research with my colleague in the United States, and then he asked me, hey, can we get some data from like people with disability, Korean with disability who participate in recreational sports? It's almost impossible because in Korea, people with disability barely participate in recreational sports. Also, if they look healthy, KPC recruit them to be athletes. So we help them to compete in international level or national level. So it's really hard for a Korean with disability to participate in recreational sports. So that has been an issue. Even I couldn't get their data, like 200, 300 data who are regularly participating in sports. So that has been my issue for last few years. But actually, it's one of the organizations in Korea, and I'm serving in their board. So Grand Korea Leisure Foundation is also government-related organization. Is there any Koreans? Probably you heard about GKL because they had some issue with last year president scandal, but still, it's their like a casino related organization, but they had their social funding. So they every year they put certain amount of money for their social welfare, social issue. But I'm serving the foundation board. So actually, because it's related with the Ministry of Culture, Tourism, and Sports in Korea, and they have to spend certain money related sports. So, they asked me, May, is there any place we can donate or we can help out related sports? But previously they put money for like one-time events or like youth sports, but it's elite level. So I said, how about putting some money in sports for all with disability? So, they listen, and then what they said is, okay, then since you know some, so how about organizing the money? So yes. Okay, next one. We went to the other way around. Yes, that's good. So actually, I went to the one of their social enterprise. It's the one of the probably most well-developed, well-organized social enterprise in Korea because the founder of their better organization it's the company. It's the owner of the Bear Better. Founder of the Bear Better is the founder of the NHN, which is the biggest internet company in Korea. So then I asked them because they only hire like people with developmental disability, mental disability. So I like to put some money to help out their recreational sports activity of the people with the disability. So then they said yes, but the GKL couldn't give the money to their company. So we also contacted the Autism Society of Korea. So because they focus on those areas, so we gave them money, but actually Bear Betters and me and the GKL opened in Korea. It's the first. It's small gym. It's the first gym only for people with a disability. So they actually come every day. It's the newspaper article, and I was sitting here, but my GA cut me off from the picture. I'm here. So, okay. So, how good it is it's a very small place, but actually people with disability have hard time to go to their regular gyms because people don't like. Sometimes owner don't like. And especially the case of the people with developmental disability, mental disability, and autism, and they have tendency to gain weight way faster, way more than us because they like switching even more than us. So also their life expectancy is shorter than us because their exercise level is really low. So I thought, it's really necessary. But first time when I asked for the money, they say, oh, really? Who cares? And then I'm sure I will make the case because still in that time people don't care much. So what we did was we actually use all kinds of the connection to advertise the story. So we make the story, we make it pretty, and also the gym is the not very central area of the Seoul, but nearby the subway station. Also, we made it really, really pretty. So when and reporter comes and when they take the picture, it's really nice. Also, we have the some style like the exercise, like moving the body, and we have all these pretty. We didn't put a lot of money, but also we put a lot of nice pictures. So whenever a reporter comes, it looks really nice. So then, it's not something really sad because in Korea still what happened is when we think about people with disability, we feel like, I'm sorry, should I help? But it's more of the attractive and nice picture than just like sad, unhappy moments. So then that's what I did. Also, a few months ago, GK Foundation has its third anniversary. But in that anniversary, like two people from that center, we call the name of the center is 별별 Center. 별별 means all kinds of things center. So all kinds of people can come and play sports. And then in GK Foundation anniversary, two of our member actually they have the mental disability comes and they dress really nice and then they read the story, how happy they were and how happy their parents were, and then they actually share the story also. GKL Foundation also then Better puts all this story in the local national news. So it becomes really good phenomenon. It's Koreans, but it's about the news. So what happened is after that third year anniversary of their agency who actually provided money, they actually like it. So they help second branch of their center can be opened in Busan, which is the second largest city in Korea. So it's the story about the second center. So that's the case. So it's the last page because what I learned and what I felt is because it's something I really, really like to help. So it should be nicer and well looked. And even sometimes, because in old saying in Bible, it's not old saying, in Bible, we should make sure what your right hand we shouldn't, and your left hand shouldn't not know what your right hand, I'm Christians, but it just my English is good enough, not good enough. But anyway, but that's the story. But for this type of thing, we have to advertise what we did. And we have to make the story happy and active instead of just like, these are the people we need to help. Instead, we can, how I sell this story to the GK Foundation is, I will make sure you will have the good news reports. You used your money right. Instead of just putting a lot of money for the Pyeongchang Olympic or whatever. And then that happens. Also what is now is actually the funding agency kept asking me, is there any other city who wants to have this small center because it's really, really loved by the people with the disability and their parents. So that's the story I had about making sports for all people with disability.